I remember Frankie Howerd. One of his greatest lines was, "Oh, it's not the principle, it's the money." And he's right, of course. And I don't know whether it should be Andrew Bridgen saying that or whether it should be Matt Hancock saying that. When I think of Matt Hancock, I always think of Matt Hancock locked in a stationery cupboard. "Ooh, let's make this stationery cupboard move. I'm looking for an HB pencil with a rubber on it." And and I'm afraid in my mind, it's not quite Frankie Howerd. It's not quite Kenneth Williams. It's somewhere between the two, and that I consider to be Matt Hancock. It's not an impression of Matt Hancock, just as my the the image in my mind of Nigel Farage is not an impression of Nigel Farage. It's the image of um, what's it? Cary Grant as channeled by Tony Curtis in the film Some Like It Hot. Oh, I'm not shallow. Uh, it's an extraordinary Cockney voice with a sort of plumminess imposed on the top, and it's beautifully done by Tony Curtis. If you haven't seen Some Like It Hot recently, I think you should jolly well do so. It's Oh, you're as bad as the last lot. I should have to go round and explain to them individually. No, 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 don't applaud, throw money. And it's those lovely put downs that I think one so admires about Frankie Howerd, and why he's so why he's so much admired, why he's so much beloved. Oh, I'm beloved. Anyway, this brings me to Andrew Bridgen. Andrew Bridgen is back in court again today, against Matt Hancock. Oh, how can anyone be against me? Against me. Oh, someone's against me. Oh, I hope it's an HB pencil. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Andrew Bridgen popping up behind me. And Matt Hancock has lost his bid to have his libel claim that was brought against him thrown out. And Andrew Bridgen claims that Hancock wrote a malicious social media post about him in January 2023 that labelled him as anti-Semitic, which of course he's not. But the thought of Matt Hancock being malicious, me? No, matron, I'll have another enema. But isn't it lovely to have Matt Hancock, matron, and Andrew Bridgen, and Rupert Robb, Arthur Lowe, all in the same context? Because Andrew Bridgen has said that he feels I feel empathy. I feel empathy. I feel empathy for Rupert Lowe. I know what he's going through. So you've got Andrew Bridgen feeling empathy. You've got Matt Hancock feeling an HB pencil, and you've got Rupert Lowe feeling feeling for Elon Musk's money and the possibility of starting another party with Habib. There's all of this comes out of this dispute that began in the aftermath of Bridgen's comments on COVID-19 vaccines. And the case, which has already seen attempts by Hancock to have it thrown out, continues today. And the conflict began on the 11th of January when Bridgen posted a tweet referencing an article that contained data about adverse effects linked to COVID-19 vaccines. And he quoted an unnamed consultant cardiologist who allegedly stated that the situation represented the biggest crime against humanity since the Holocaust. And the comparison to the Holocaust, the historical atrocity of the Nazi era of unparalleled magnitude, was bound to provoke reaction, and react Hancock did. And the former health secretary took to social media posting, "Disgusting and dangerous anti-Semitic, anti-vax, anti-scientific conspiracy theories spouted by a sitting MP this morning are unacceptable and have absolutely no place in our society." Though Hancock did not explicitly name Bridgen in his tweet, the implication was clear, and Bridgen took legal action, arguing that the statement was seriously defamatory and untrue. He claimed that Hancock's words caused grievous harm to his reputation, portraying him as anti-Semitic, when in Bridgen's view no such evidence existed. Hancock's legal team sought to have the case dismissed, arguing that Bridgen's claim lacked a properly articulated case and that no realistic prospect of success was possible. In their view, the case was, as Casey Aidan Eardley put it, hopeless. However, Mr. Justice Stein of the High Court disagreed, at least in part, and while she struck out, Mrs. Justice Stein, and while she struck out certain elements of Bridgen's claim, she didn't dismiss the case entirely. Instead, she offered Bridgen the opportunity to amend and refine his legal arguments, allowing the case to move forward. So today's hearing before Mrs. Justice Collins Rice at the Royal Courts of Justice marks another step in this protracted legal fight. And Bridgen has expressed confidence, saying, "They failed to get it struck out. We must modify the pleadings." Hancock, for his part, remains defiant, claiming victory in the partial dismissal and stating that he is highly confident. I am, tis or not, of winning, should Bridgen choose to replead. Well, he is repleading. He's a replead. He's a repleader. All these repleaders. And Hancock, on the other hand, is no stranger to controversy. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic was widely scrutinized, and his subsequent foray into reality TV and into the bowels of the stationary cupboard, let's make it move, only added to his divisive public persona. This case is as much about the limits of political speech as it is about the reputations of the individuals involved. And it also raises broader questions about defamation and free speech in the political arena. When does a forceful political statement cross into defamation? And should public figures, particularly those in Parliament, expect a higher threshold for criticism? And how does social media, where statements reach millions instantly, alter the legal landscape of libel? Bridgen's lawsuit also touches on the dangers of political labelling. Accusations of anti-Semitism, particularly in Britain's political climate, carry significant weight. And Bridgen's argument that no honest person could view him as anti-Semitic will likely be central to his case. If he succeeds, it could set a precedent for how loosely terms like anti-Semitic or conspiracy theorist can be applied in political discourse. So I think it's important to watch today's proceedings. They're not being broadcast for some irritating reason, as indeed Bridgen points out in his tweet this morning. But will his amended case gain traction? Will Hancock successfully fend off the legal challenge? It's like the end of a soap opera, isn't it? Regardless of the outcome, this case underscores the evolving battle over speech, over reputation, and accountability in modern politics. For the legal context, for the legal duel, if you want more information, it's in Court 14 at the Royal Courts of Justice, and the next chapter undoubtedly will be awaited with great interest. Please yourselves. By the way, one of the best lines of Frankie Howerd was, "I've suffered from my art, now it's your turn." I don't mind people laughing at me. They might as well get some pleasure out of it. Well, I hope Matt Hancock doesn't mind us laughing at him. We might as well get some pleasure out of the misery that he caused to so many people during his time as Health Minister and during his time in the Department of Digital